All right, let's face it. We all have it in Arizona. Great weather, amazing scenery, wide open spaces, and lots of things to do. But Arizona is one of the worst places for drinking water. The chemicals from mining and manufacturing, pesticides from agriculture, and the chlorine that they put in our water to disinfect it, that's just the beginning. And
to tell us what we do about it and how to keep our families and ourselves safe is independent water consultant Dirk Chamberlain. Alex is right, Dirk.
Yeah, he is.
We're not known for great tasting water
here in Arizona. There are a lot of great things to say about Arizona, but water isn't one of them. And you're right, Alex. Most of the problem comes from industrial chemicals, pesticide, heavy metals like copper and lead that we find in our water, human and animal waste. And you know what? That stuff is tough to take out. And when it gets warmer and the temperatures go up, the water treatment people have to put more chlorine in it. There you see, pesticide and all that other stuff going into it. But the problem is, it's just getting worse and worse and worse. They're both, the stuff from chlorine breaks down into something called trihalomethane and haloacetic acid. Now, you can look on your water quality thing online and see, well, there's a certain amount of haloacetic acid and trihalomethane in there. And you know what? No amount is safe. It's a known carcinogen. And a report recently did a study that said, hey, anybody that's been exposed to chlorinated water at some point during their life increases their chances of getting cancer by 93%. That's huge.
Well, if you can't pronounce it, I say it should not be in your water. And, you know, what you said it might cause cancer. What are some of the other effects it might have, or what else does it do?
You know what? Chlorine and trihalomethane and haloacetic acid, it's responsible for heart disease. It's responsible for hardening of the arteries. They think it's responsible for a lot of Alzheimer's. So there's, there's all kinds of problems that come from chlorine. And you know where we get most of the chlorine?
Where?
We get 2/3 of the chlorine that absorbed through our skin when we take a shower or a bath. 2/3 of it. So we absorb it so much faster when we take a bath or a shower than we do by drinking it. So you have to do something about it.
Now, I felt like for a moment there you were speaking a different language for like a second. I was like, what? What's happening here right now? But it was, chlorine was the one word that I recognize every time you say it. We know what it is. We use it for different things. But the dangers of it, I think, is something we don't really think about, and that absorbing through our skin, because we're thinking cooking or drinking, really people don't have an idea.
And you know what makes it even worse, Tina? When it's absorbed through your skin, it goes directly into your bloodstream. When you drink it, it's filtered by your liver and kidneys, and that's not the greatest thing, but it's better than having it go directly into your bloodstream. And you know what? It's almost criminal that they use chlorine to disinfect our water, because chlorine isn't the most effective or the most efficient. It's just the cheapest, and that's why they do that. You know, most of us grew up with chlorine, so we think it's safe, we don't think about it, and you know, the fact of the matter is, the very chemical that they put in our water to make it safer is probably the most dangerous thing in there, the chlorine. And you know what? If the government had put the same responsibilities on water companies that they did on cigarette manufacturers, chlorine would be illegal. They wouldn't be able to use it.
Right. It's all over the place, which really makes it feel like a hopeless situation. So is there something that we can do?
You know what? Alex, most people buy a water system because their water tastes bad. Well, there's some more sinister stuff lurking in the water. So if you're concerned about the water you're drinking, cooking, and showering in, you don't like the taste, you're tired of buying bottled water, you're tired of buying salt for an old-fashioned water softener, it's probably time you started thinking about getting a whole house water system like the one I brought along from H2O Concepts. It's the best one I found out there.
Well, you know, a lot of us have a water system that we maybe bought decades ago. And they're like, Dirk, it's underneath my kitchen sink. Why is this one any different than the one I've got underneath there?
Because probably, Tina, if you have a under sink reverse osmosis system, you have a water softener in the garage to take the salt out that your water softener just put in. So that one system gives you safer, healthier water everywhere in your house. It gives you great tasting water at every faucet, so you will never, ever have to buy another case of bottled water. It takes the chlorine and contaminants out in every shower in your home, so you're not showering in it. It's not being absorbed through your skin. You have smoother skin, silkier hair. their patented electronics virtually eliminates hard water problems. So you're not scrubbing hard water deposits around fixtures and faucets. And you know what? It's maintenance free. There's no salt to add, no filters to change. And once it's installed in your house, you don't have to touch it for 10 years. There's no maintenance to it necessary at all. And you know what? It comes with a 10-year no-nonsense warranty, and they do that because they are so confident, because it's been tested and certified by more people than any other patented system on the market. So, you know, it does what it says it's going to do. It's the last water system you're ever going to have to buy.
Well, and you know that old expression, the proof is in the water. So you brought some along with you. Why don't we taste some of that?
I did.
It's not pudding, it's
It's
water.
not pudding? Oh, it's pudding. Well, in this case, it's water. Let's see what it tastes.
Yeah, this is actually Tucson tap water after it's been through one of those systems. Taste and see what you think.
Would you like to have one?
Thank you, ma'am.
There you are. Don't drop that. All right, let's have some of this.
Some wine here.
Water snob, as I've deemed myself.
Oh, man, it goes down so smooth, and it has no taste.
That's perfect. I'm gonna have more.
Yeah, probably after this.
Yeah.
And that's what you get out of every faucet in your home and every shower. And you know what? You never run out.
You never run out, and you don't have to go broke with it, because H2O Concepts is running a special.
They are. They are. If you call right now and you're one of the first 20 callers and say you saw us this morning on the Morning Blend, they'll give you a $600 discount. They'll throw in free standard installation, so installation isn't going to cost you a dime, and their financing packages available to fit any budget OAC, so there's no reason to wait. You can afford this.
Well, certainly there's no excuse. People really need to take advantage of not only your knowledge, but what the system can offer for their health and their home. And I want to thank you, as always, for hydrating us and coming and telling us all about it.
You're welcome, guys. Great to be here.
It's time to take control of the water in your home and get great tasting water from every faucet. No chlorine or contaminants in the shower, and no more hard water problems. It's just as easy as calling 1-877-442-5222, or of course you can log on to H2OConcepts.com.